Hi, it's Agnes. I've got another really good success story for relationships and manifesting back an ex. In this case, it was a husband. So, this is from Diana Rowie. Thank you, Diana, for sharing your story with us. It's a fantastic story. So, I'm going to read it to you so you can enjoy it too. So, Diana is writing to me saying, Dear Agnes, I found your videos on YouTube and I just got divorced from my ex-husband. I was confused, but I didn't know back then that I was the one who had created the confusion. I started with your video, Everyone Is You Pushed Out, and then from there onward I started to check out your other videos. I started to learn that all the behaviors that I didn't like about him was me pushed out. If I'm being honest here, I was the one who created the reason so that he can divorce me. I told stories in my head about how our future is uncertain because of him not putting me as his priority. I pushed and pushed until one day he agreed to divorce me, and so we divorced. In my religion, if the husband declares the divorce is considered happened. And funny thing is, right after he said it, I felt a sudden regret because I know that I still loved him and the issue that we had is actually manageable. But I could not turn his words back. It's real that we're divorced. In my religion, the divorced husband can get back to his divorced wife before the wife finishes her third menstrual cycle. So I have about 2 months to get him back and I had about 2 months to get him back and I started to plan. I followed Abraham Hicks's material. I asked the universe to help me rebuild my marriage with my ex-husband, but things went very slow. He put gaps between us, and every time I tried to discuss about our relationship, he always pushed the subject aside. I realized there was something wrong with my manifesting work, and I couldn't really figure out what it was. Until one day, a week ago, I found your videos. And from there, everything started to escalate very quickly. From your video, Everyone Is You Pushed Out, I realized that the reason he's still not ready to get back with me is because I wasn't ready to get back with him. So I started to investigate details in my life, and I found that I still had doubts about his capability to lead our marriage to the direction that I want. I worked and meditated on the doubts and like how you advised it in tormenting thoughts of other people being together. That was a YouTube I did, for those of you that want to watch it. I cast the doubts to the greater God within until I realized the doubts are no longer my doubts because it is clear that I can go in the direction that I want because I'm free to manifest what I want. Then, when I felt that I was ready, I used your video meditation to manifest a call from someone to allow him to call me when he's ready. And it worked. I left you a comment on your video to tell you that he did call me. We had our conversations, but it's not like how I wanted it to be. At that time, I wanted him to tell me that he wants to get back with me. But that part of the conversation is still missing. However, the calls from him were consistent since that day. I felt like we were getting there, but still something was blocking the way, and I wondered why there are still gaps between us. I browsed through your videos to find anything that could help me to close the gaps. Then I found a series of videos, or the videos found me, meditation to get your ex back. I realized that the gaps are there because when I did the meditation to manifest his calls, I couldn't find the right things to say to him, and the worst part is I couldn't find the right words that I'd wanted to hear from him. I missed the details of the very conversation that I wanted to hear most. So I started the Meditation to Get Your Ex Back series, and I go deep in regards to the very reason we were divorced and my feelings about him, and that helped me find the words that I wanted to hear and the words I wanted to say. I can feel right away that the conversation is real. I even dreamt about it last night, and when I woke up this morning, I practiced the conversation in my mind, and all the right words were flowing through easily. And today, a few hours ago, in fact, he told me that he wants to get back together with me. I said the right words and he replied the right words. So beautiful. I love this. The manifestation is so perfect that I am still in awe with everything that's just happened. We are now being We are now back being the married couple and we're rebuilding our marriage together, just like how I asked the universe a month ago. I could not thank you enough for helping me through your videos. What happened to me is just another proof of how pure success your works are. Thank you very much, Agnes. I will watch your videos and find your guides to manifesting a healthy and successful marriage with my husband now. God bless you. Love, Diana. Wow, that's so beautiful. I am very touched by that story. I'm touched by all these stories, but this one is just, I love the systematic, how she worked through what she needed to do. Diana, that's brilliant work on your end. Love it. Okay. Keep the success stories coming when they happen to you, please, because it really helps others. This is why we do what we do, is to get the results like that. And self-reflection, dissolving the part of us that created that, which is, the Ho'oponopono prayer. And I will put a link down in the description of that. So that those of you that have got stuff going on, the Dr. Hugh Len Inner Child one and also the 1 hour one. Lots of love to you guys. And very touched by that story.